I just finished a 4-part blog post article on Medium on my experiences with plant medicine. And I'm not going to share it here. I'm just going to touch on some subjects that were that's very relevant. If you want to read all my experience, you can click on the link is on the description box. And, well, you can go read it for yourself. But I do want to share. So, if you want to read the whole story in a storytelling fashion, go read that first and then come back, because I'm going to kind of like spoil it for you. So, what happened during ayahuasca? I reached a level where I was calling it the God dimension. And I didn't realize what it was years after, when I listened to this spiritual teacher explaining it. It's the sound of creation. It was the Om sound. And the way I experienced it, I'm going to describe it the best way I can. You know the noise of the mind and the noise of this world, right? Imagine the noise being silenced completely. No sound. No sound. Complete silence, but this absolute silence. And in that silence, there's a sound. It's very weird to explain. There's a sound in the silence. I can feel it. It was as if no, I cannot explain it. But there's another teacher, Matias Di Stefano, when he explains the something like that, but it's like so profound. I'm stuck. I cannot put words into it. But after that, what happened was I reached the light. I am the light. The knowingness that, we are the light of consciousness. It was so beautiful. It's what you are. It's what we are. It's what the Eastern traditions calls it Satchitananda. So you're in that state of pure bliss, truth. Like, this is you, like this is me, that was me. And my reaction was, how did I forget? Like, finally I remembered. Why did I forget? I'm not gonna forget. Like, I know I'm gonna remember. I'm gonna bring this back. It was so divine. It's like it's your true identity. And then coming back to the density of this world after being in that state. My challenge for me was, we are the light. But when I come back, I see ego. I don't see the light in people. I don't see the truth of who we are. I just see masks and masks and masks. That was very difficult for me. Because having had that experience and then being entangled with unconsciousness, which is my unconsciousness, I couldn't see outside what wasn't within me. So the moment I would judge people for their unconscious programming, I was just judging myself for not being able actually to see to get reflected back the light that I am, right? So when you're able to see people as they are, as the God, as the light of consciousness, you're actually seeing yourself. I wasn't able to do that, but I knew. So I was very committed to, I need to see the light in others, because that means that's a reflection of me. I am in that remembrance. I am in that state. But if I get reflected back ego, programming, I'm seeing myself. And I took that I was very committed to it. Like, it doesn't matter what it takes. Like, I'm committed to dissolving my masks. Very hard. It was a very difficult path, because just get a list of the people around you, the people that you commune with, that you work with, that you live with, the people you don't really like, that you hate, that have done you wrong or that you have wronged them. Everything that you feel about them, that's you. Period. Like, period. No discussion, nothing. What you see is yourself. Not the truth of who you are, because you're the light, but you're seeing the illusion. That means you are operating from illusion yourself, because you can only see illusion. You can only identify with illusion if you yourself are coming from that place. Otherwise, you would see right through it. You would see, oh, they forgot their truth. They forgot that they're the light. And whatever they do or say has no effect on you. On the contrary, you are illuminating at that moment, because you're staying in that truth frequency, in your knowingness. So you are illuminating for them in whatever way they want to or not take it. But every time I would get entangled with other people's ego, I was very well aware it was all me. And it was hard. It's hard to admit to yourself that the moment you see unconsciousness, you are in unconsciousness. Otherwise, you would see it through what it is, for what it is. It's illusion. It's not the truth of who they are. And that's the best thing that ayahuasca allowed me to experience. I'm very grateful. And another topic I want to touch on is the judgment on plant medicine. Like, if it's not for you, it's not for you, right? But hold no judgment on other people. That's their path. That's the path of least resistance. That's the permission sleep. That's closest to their, it's a frequency thing. It's like a key. Not any key is going to get through. You need the right key. That's what techniques and all these things are. They just vibrate at the frequency that you need. And for me, it was plant medicine. I didn't went after it. It actually came to me. And I haven't finished the blog yet. There's 2 more that I have in the workings. I still don't know how to go about it without not, how do I say this? Without letting my ego interfering. So I know it has to come from a very neutral place, because it's a very delicate subject. Well, you know, within what we believe it's important for us as a society. Not ultimately, because ultimately it's just a story of the one, but you always want to act within integrity and, you know, yeah. The God dimension, I called it for a couple of years, not knowing it was the sound of Om. Because it's not like Om. It's it's this absolute overwhelming, it's a dimension, it's something, you know, beyond. So I love telling stories. I love telling stories, stories of this nature. So the link is down there. Check it out. Oh, and check out the music that I've been creating with AI. So awesome. At least for me, it helps me go through like whatever I'm going through. So I just alchemize it with music, and so I turn my blocks into art. Yep.